Hey, Ma! Can you give me your credit card? There's a new 5-star character that I want to pull for. His banner is only available for a limited time only. This is my last chance to get him.
This again? Ashley, I thought we already talked about this. Didn't you promise me before that you'd stop playing these mobile games? Last month I got a bill for $200 because of these games of yours. I can't keep spending money on these useless things.
They're not useless. And that was last month. It's not like I can return the money or something. There's no use crying over spilled milk. Anyways, hurry up and give me your card. I need it pronto.
Excuse me?
This special event is only until today. If I don't pull this character now, he'll be gone forever. My life will be over. Do you hear me? Over! I've done a few pulls already, and he hasn't shown up yet. I'm starting to sweat. Quick, Mama! I'm running out of time here. Hand it over already. I need your card info, like, right now.
Ashley, that's enough. I'm not giving it to you no matter how much you bug me about it, so you better stop. Did you not learn your lesson when I warned you last month? What did I tell you about spending my money on your mobile games?
Shut up, you old hag. I don't need a lecture right now. I just need to pull this character. If you're not gonna give him to me, you're as good as dead to me. I have nothing else to say to you. Honestly, how did I end up with such a stingy, worthless mama? I hate you.
Hey, don't talk to your mother like that. Hey, Adrian, I was wondering, will you be finished early with work today? I need you to talk to Ashley when you come home. She's throwing another fit.
Why? What happened to her? Are you two fighting again? I told you to ease up on her, Dana. She's just a growing girl. You need to be patient with her.
That girl spent $200 on her mobile games last month, remember? And she used my card. She's obsessed with those silly games. And that's not the only reason why I'm mad. She promised me that she'd delete all of her games from her phone.
What? You're still fighting about that? It's been a month, Dana. Why don't you just let it go and forget about it?
Adrian, she's trying to use my credit card again. She asked me today if I'd give it to her, and she got all mad when I told her no. She won't even listen to me. She has no respect for her mother. Besides, she needs a stern talking to from her father every once in a while. You spoil her too much.
I don't think that's a great idea. As it is, she's at that stage in her life where it's easy to piss her off. Teens, right? What can you do? I'd rather not. If I do that, she'll think that I'm the bad guy.
All I'm saying is that once in a while, you need to sit her down and show her that we're still her parents and she still needs to listen to us. I know you want to be the fun dad and all, but she'll get the wrong idea if we just let this slide.
Wouldn't it be better to just let her be and do what she wants?
Seriously? Why would you think that?
Kids these days don't really listen to what their parents say anyways. They want to learn how to do things their way. Besides, those games are harmless. I'd rather let her keep playing. She'll probably move on to a new hobby or something. It's only natural. And then she'll probably stop buying things for her games eventually. I think you should just let her use your card. If it makes her happy, why not? Isn't it our job as parents to make sure our kids are happy?
What are you saying? That I don't make her happy? That I'm not doing what's best for her? If we let her keep spending money on those games, it'll run this family into the ground. You need to take this seriously. Quit Quit joking around.
What? I am taking this seriously. If I wasn't, I wouldn't be coming up with all these ideas. You just don't like them.
Yeah, but you're not coming up with any good ideas. You think me handing over my credit card to your middle school daughter is a good idea?
We can get on her good side by not being so overbearing. Kids don't like it when their parents nag all the time. How is this not a good strategy? If we keep telling her no and denying her, she won't respond well to that at all. She'll end up hating us. So wouldn't it be best just to let her do what she wants?
Okay then, but what will you do if she maxes out my credit card? Will we take out a loan if we run out of money to give her? If that happens, are you willing to take responsibility for your genius idea?
What responsibility? A child's responsibility is their mother's responsibility. If that happens, it'll be your responsibility to pay for all of it.
What the hell are you saying?
Even if that did happen, I'd have nothing to worry about. Looks like you should have worked a bit harder, Dana. If they're not making enough money, I don't even know how a parent could afford paying for their kids' purchases. Oh, sorry. You can't even support your own kid, what with your silly little part-time job. You're only making scraps compared to me.
That's enough. You keep dumping the responsibility all on me. Why does the mother always have to be the one to be responsible for her child? What about the father? It takes two to tango. You keep insisting that we let her keep playing her games and let her buy whatever she wants, so why don't you give her some money for that yourself? Take some responsibility.
Huh? What the hell are you saying, you crazy woman? Since the moment we got married, didn't we agree that all of your kids' living expenses would come from your salary? And that all of my salary would go into savings?
Well then, would you care to enlighten me on exactly how much money is in that savings account of yours? Since we got married, you haven't even shown me once, so I'm starting to question if you're really saving your money like you say you are.
Hey, how dare you doubt me? Where's the trust? I guess I'm finally starting to see your true colors. I make 1,000,000,000 times more than you with your sad little paycheck, and that's not even including all the money I set aside for this family. Of course there's money in there. I'm practically overflowing with it. If it's not being spent, it's got to go somewhere.
It's perfectly fine to save money for the family, but can't you have a bit more concern for those people in your family? I'm the only one trying to make sure that we raise Ashley properly. When I got frustrated and asked you to help me out, all you do is give me a little pat on the back and say, "Sounds tough. Good luck with that." I've had it with you.
Hey, don't get all hysterical on me. I'm in the middle of work right now. Ugh, I can feel a headache coming on. Can you calm down a bit?
These days, I've been getting a headache every day because of this family.
Oh, okay, here's a compromise. Why don't I just come home for a bit? That should make both of us feel better. I'll just stay out of your hair until you let all of this steam out.
Mom, this is all your fault. Papa won't come home for a whole week because of you. You're so cruel.
Yeah, that's right. Speaking of your father, it looks like he'll be staying at your grandmother's house for the time being.
Can you just hurry up and apologize? Damn! You know I got a text from him. He said he'll come home if you get on your knees and beg for forgiveness.
Excuse me? He wants me to do what now?
I want him to come home sooner. A week is too long to be without him. He said he'll come home once he sees just how sorry you are about fighting with him. That's why I asked him if I should make you get on your knees, and then he told me he'd come home if I took a video of it and sent it to him.
I won't be doing anything like that. Of course, I won't really mind if he doesn't come home, so you can do whatever you want. I don't care.
Seriously? Oh, do you really not want him to come home? What kind of wife are you? You're so cold. I don't even know why you two were fighting. You should know your place. You're just a lowly housewife with only a little side gig. If it weren't for Papa, you wouldn't even be able to survive on your own. It was pretty stupid if you'd pick a fight with Papa like that.
The reason we fought is because we didn't see eye to eye about how to deal with your mobile game purchases. I'm sure I'd be able to keep on living even without your father. Up until now, we've been living solely off my own money. After all, he's been no help.
Ha! I find that hard to believe. It seems to me that your little part-time job doesn't even make enough to afford my game purchases. You obviously need him. He makes even more money than you. You make pennies. So when he comes home, I'll ask him for an allowance.
Even if you do ask him, I don't think he'd give you anything.
Of course he would. You're not making any sense. If it's a request from his darling daughter, shouldn't he have to listen to whatever I say? That's what parents should do. So what are you going to do since it's your fault he won't come home? You better fix this. And if you even mention getting a divorce, think about the impact it would have on your poor daughter. You can't do that to me.
Divorce? Wouldn't divorce only come up in conversation if the fight was really, really serious?
I don't even know what you thought about, so I have no idea how bad it is. I know Papa has a pretty little girlfriend, but I don't know if he ever told you he wanted to get a divorce.
Huh? Girlfriend? Your father has a girlfriend? Where did you hear this from?
Yeah, that's right. You're not very bright, are you? You didn't even know about it. You don't know your husband as well as you thought you did, huh? He'd probably divorce you because he has a pretty girlfriend. I saw it with my own eyes.
What did you see? Where are you?
I was on the way home from school and I just happened to bump into them. They were walking down the street holding hands and everything. It was so cute. He looked really happy. He didn't see me, so he doesn't know that I know.
What is that man thinking? Why would he let his own daughter see that he's having an affair?
Don't you worry about it. I told you he didn't notice me at all. He's probably super distracted, if you get what I mean. If anything, he's so cool. Not only does he have a wife, but he has a girlfriend too.
Cool? You think he's cool for cheating on me?
Isn't it better to have a dad who's really popular with the ladies than to have a papa that's boring and unattractive? I would die of embarrassment. So I don't mind it at all if he has a girlfriend on the side.
Ugh, I'm getting another migraine. To think that Adrian is the type of person that would jump at an opportunity the moment someone shows interest, he's not fit to be a father. A domestic life doesn't suit him at all. And the fact that you won't even stop playing your mobile games isn't making the situation any better.
Ugh, I don't really care about your headache or whatever. Bow down to him and beg for his forgiveness. When I get back home from school, I can record it for you right away. And then, once you're on your knees, I'll make you beg and say, "Honey, I'm so sorry that I disobeyed you. I'll never do that again."
Who do you think you are talking to me like that? You really think you can say stuff like that to me all the time, don't you? You're saying I disobeyed your father? Do you think he's the master and I'm the servant? You think that that's the kind of relationship we have? Well, newsflash, it's not.
Are you kidding me? Isn't that how it's supposed to be? Wives are supposed to serve their husbands, and they're supposed to serve their kids before themselves. So if we're talking about family rankings here, you're at the very bottom. For me, he's at the top, and you're at the bottom.
What are you even trying to say?
Since you're at the bottom, you can't ever go against Papa. That's just how it is. I want him to come home right away. Ugh, stop being stubborn. It's so annoying. You should know your place.
No matter what you say, I'm not going to get on my knees. Don't hold your breath. More importantly, Ashley, you and I are going to have a conversation about this when you come home. After all, your words and actions lately have been intolerable. It's unbecoming of you. And then, after that, we'll talk about what's going to happen from now on.
Huh? What are you talking about, you hag? Don't tell me you're planning to give me another one of your stupid lectures. Even though you're the scum of this family, you still think you can talk to me like that? This is so annoying. Maybe I'll just ask Papa to get a divorce.
Why would you tell him that?
Ooh, I got a reply. Hey, Mama, I got a message for you from your husband. He said, I'll go ahead and divorce you since you won't agree with him. He doesn't think you've changed your attitude at all. See? He'll do whatever I tell him to do.
That coward. Using his own child like a carrier pigeon? And he doesn't even have the guts to be honest with her? He's always making me do the dirty work around here. What the heck is he thinking?
This is so hilarious. Papa probably already thought about getting divorced way before all this. Actually, he already has the divorce papers ready for signing. He says they're in the bedroom. It was right under your nose this entire time. Papa says to hurry up and sign the divorce papers so you can submit it right away. And if that's too much for you, you can just beg for forgiveness.
I hate to break it to you, honey, but we're already divorced.
Huh? Since when? Why didn't you tell me?
I was already fed up with him long before this, so I asked for divorce. It's a bit unexpected to be told by your own daughter that I'm getting a divorce before I could even tell her about it myself.
Wait, hold up. What do you mean you're already divorced?
I actually just submitted the divorce papers this morning. I was already at the end of my rope. I couldn't stand your father anymore. And I thought about how tough it would be on you to continue living like this. I knew that it had already been a month since your father signed the divorce papers, and so I finally made up my mind and submitted the documents this morning.
What? No way, you're telling me that you submitted the divorce papers without even telling me about it? What the hell are you thinking?
What are you getting all worked up about? Didn't you want us to get divorced? Aren't you happy that your wish was granted so quickly?
I didn't mean it. I didn't really wish for any of that. I just thought it would be funny to see you beg for forgiveness. And I never actually thought that you'd actually choose to get a divorce. Papa didn't expect you to do it either. The two of us were only talking about how we wanted to see if we could get you to beg for forgiveness, that's all.
If I really had to pick, I'd rather get a divorce than to ever beg for forgiveness in front of the two of you. Well, I'm packing my things and I'm about to head out soon. But I wanted to ask you who you wanted to go with. Between your cheating father and your part-time worker of a mother, who would you rather live with?
Of course I want to live with Papa. Who would want to live with a bum like you? Did you actually think that I'd consider choosing you over him? Well, too bad. No one would ever go with you.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I didn't actually want to take you with me, but I thought I should just offer to you anyway as a courtesy.
You're legit so stupid. I never want to see you again.
Well, you must be happy since you're so close to your father.
Hey, honey. I got a strange letter from your lawyer. What's this about an alimony?
Can't you read? All of it's explained to you on the papers. There's the case of all the savings you'd gather up, as well as some settlement because of your affair. Between those two things, I'll be compensated fairly.
But that's my hard-earned money. And what do you mean, my affair? What affair?
Did you think I wouldn't find out about everything? I know about your little girlfriend. I feel a little bad about it, but I looked into almost everything you were hiding from me. I know all of your dirty little secrets.
Everything? You're bluffing.
Just like you've been thinking about divorcing me long before this, I've also been thinking of divorcing you this entire time. And that's why I even looked into your shared savings account. After I was finally able to check the account balance, it turns out that most of the money that was supposed to be there was all gone. I bet you spent all of it on your cute little dates with your mistress.
No, you're wrong. Well, I did use up a bit of my savings, but it wasn't because I spent it on dates or anything. I'm a good man with a loving daughter and wife. Why would I do that?
Oh? What would you do if I told you that your daughter and wife already witnessed your infidelity?
What are you talking about? I would never do something like that to the two of you.
I had a private investigator look into it. I saw everything with my own eyes. I even have photo evidence. And Ashley just so happened to see you on her way home from school. If everyone in our family saw what you did, then maybe some people we know even saw it as well. The whole town will probably know eventually.
I swear, Dana, it's not what it looks like. It's all a lie.
So, does it make sense now? The reason why I'll be receiving alimony from you? Well, I'd appreciate it if you'd just be a good sport about it and pay up.
No, hold up. Can you at least give me a chance to defend myself? And hey, I haven't agreed to anything yet. You're not getting a single penny.
You had an affair and kept all your savings for yourself, yet you still have the audacity to tell me that you won't agree to alimony? Do you need to get your head checked? You must have hit it or something to be acting this dumb.
Shut up. I don't need to listen to you. Look, I get it if you want to keep the coffee maker or something, but I don't need to give you anything from my own money. I'm the one who worked for all of this money. Every single cent of it is mine, you hear? So why would I ever have to give you any of it?
I was responsible for our living expenses while you put all your money into your savings account? Wasn't that what we agreed on as husband and wife? That savings account only exists because I was the only one shouldering the cost of our living expenses. The money in that account wasn't set aside for just one person. It's money meant for the two of us as husband and wife. Since you kept all of it from me, don't I deserve to get my fair share?
But after all, it is my hard-earned salary. Even if it's settlement for the affair and the whole savings thing, don't you think $90,000 is a bit too much? Trying to squeeze me dry, aren't you?
That's the amount that was decided upon after consulting with a lawyer. If you're not satisfied with it, please talk to him about it.
We don't really need a lawyer to settle this. We're husband and wife. Let's just talk it out and figure this out ourselves like the grown adults we are. Dana, I'll head back home today. What do you say? How about we put aside our differences for a moment and talk about it?
We're husband and wife. I hate to break it to you, but I already submitted the divorce papers. We're no longer husband and wife, but complete and total strangers now.
What are you saying? I thought you threw those away.
I've already made up my mind. I would never toss them out. Anyways, make sure you pay up, okay? Oh, I almost forgot. I already asked Ashley about it, but that kid wants to tag along with you. I'm giving you custody over her, so have fun, you two. I'm sure you two will have a blast without me.
Ugh! I'm going out of my mind here! I've had enough! Get me out of here! I want to live with you, Mama!
Ashley, why are you messaging me so late? It's almost your bedtime.
Please, Mama, come pick me up. I can't live in this stupid house anymore. I've learned my lesson already, I swear.
What's with this all of a sudden?
I can't take Papa anymore. He keeps asking me to do all the chores around the house because he's always gone for work, and he handed me his credit card to use. He said that it would be for my living expenses, allowance, and stuff like that. When I wanted to buy some new stuff for my mobile game, he flipped out on me and said he's gonna confiscate my phone.
Well, how much did you end up spending on your game?
About $5,000?
You spend $5,000? That's too much. It's no wonder he got angry.
Hey, in my defense, he told me to use it however I'd like. He never said what I couldn't spend it on. He said that he didn't waste his money, unlike you.
Still, $5,000 is too much. I get why he's mad.
And it's not just the fact that he threatened to take away my phone. He said that I'm not grateful for the money that I have, and that once I move up from middle school, I have to go get a job and make my own money. It's already bad enough that he confiscated my phone, but isn't it too much that he's actually gonna make me get a job after I finish middle school?
Well, I think it's fine. It'll teach you a valuable lesson. If it's money that yourself worked hard to make, no one will get mad at you for spending it on whatever you like.
No, I don't want to get a job. I just want to go to high school and play my games. Why do I have to work and pay for my own stuff? You're my parents. It should be a responsibility. I don't want to. I'm not gonna do it. Never. I'd rather live with you than do all of that. Please come pick me up now. You must be lonely living all by yourself, right? Come on, it'll be fun if it's just the two of us living together.
Why would I do that?
Don't be like this.
I'm not sure I see any benefit of taking you back after the way you acted towards me. Just deal with it and stay with your father. And then, when you finish middle school, go get a job and learn the value of money.
Wait, no, don't leave me here. What kind of a mother would abandon her daughter like this?
Daughter? What daughter? I'm not trying to be cool, but honestly, I don't think of you as my daughter anymore.
What are you saying?
You looked down on me and treated me like scum. Used my credit card thoughtlessly as if it had no limit, and only treated me like I was just a pile of money to you. A child like that is no child of mine. So no, you're going to stay right where you are with your father. Good luck with that. Enjoy your last few moments of freedom. Once you're done with middle school, it's straight to work for you.
Mama, wait! Please don't abandon me like this. I'll delete all of my mobile games. Please just come and get me out of here.
After middle school, Ashley went straight to working part-time. Even though she was obsessed with her mobile games and spent a lot of her salary on her purchases, Ashley is a completely different person now. It's like her attitude took a whole 180 turn. If you knew her before, you could hardly recognize her. These days, she's learning the value of $1, which is good for her. Just like she promised, she finally deleted all her mobile games, and now she's finally learning the importance of how to properly spend money. And as for my ex-husband Adrian, it turns out that his mistress ran off on him because she apparently didn't know he had a kid or was married in the first place. And since then, in order to pay back the debt he used to pay for our divorce settlement, he's been working himself nearly to death. Too bad.